Hello and welcome everybody here on worldcurl.com to the Curling Masters Champéry in the wonderful Valleys, the region from where I'm coming actually, a Swiss guy, Gabriel Oldham, my name, and on my side I got a Olympia gold medalist from 2002, Ryan Howie. Hi.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Here from the Palladium, where we have the Curling Masters Champéry, the day number 1. And we have, let's say, one of the first real highlights. Good competition, Team Canada against Team Switzerland. What do you expect from this one, Rowan?
Yeah, Team Grattan, a very experienced skip. Team Schnider, not as much experience, but still a very good team. So yeah, I think a good game ahead.
And we were we could also show and present you the game Sweden against Germany, where Sweden was the clear favorite, which also won 6-2 at the end. So this was a clear one. Here I think there will be a little bit more competition between them two. It will be a close one. And we see here, Curling Masters Champéry 2018 Pool C, so Group C.
Yep, and Team Schnider are on 1 win and 1 loss. Team Grattan are in 2 losses. They lost to Team Muirhead in their first game and had a close run game down to the last stone in their second game. So the Canadians looking for their first win. They've won this competition twice, so they know what it's about, so they're back to win it and struggling at the moment.
Yeah, and it's not normal for Canada to find themselves in this situation of a classman. So 3 Swiss teams, also very interesting to have 3 different Swiss teams competing at the Curling Masters Champéry, but we start with the Canadian team. Team Grattan, with these 4 men, like Case, McCann, Jeffrey, Grattan,
And
with the Yellowstones. In green, Team Schnider, Fabian Schmidt, Nicola Stoll, Oliver Wittmer, Andrin Schnider. These 4 guys try to put the second victory here in Champéry. So and also in this group, in this pool C, we had like the Scottish squad also. For them it was okay until now for Muirhead.
yeah, they've
You
just played
followed
1
them
game, so they played the Canadians last night in the first game. So Scotland came out on top.
So like this we complete Group C and start at the first end, first stone. Shot is the Swiss guy scouting.
Yeah, just hanging in the back ring. Peter Case, the lead for Team Grattan.
That's going to slide, right? That's in.
Just looking to put up a corner guard.
Higher together.
It's just going to slide into the rings. Oh, no, it
Opa.
doesn't. Stops just in time.
So second for Fabian Schmidt. Yeah, and you told directly Ryan, a very young team. But still in Switzerland we are happy that we have so many.
Yeah, it's great to
Motivated
see the
people.
depth in men's curling. There's a lot of younger teams here this weekend, and it's great to see them playing at this level.
Reach good. Late only. Reach good. Looks hot.
So
Yeah, it's all there.
Canada's trying to draw around this
Yeah,
centre
looks very
guard.
hot.
Sweepers are saying it's a bit heavy. It's going to slide on.
No curl again.
Just ran a wee bit straighter than they had thought it would.
Tani.
When the stones run straighter and they don't curl as much, the weight doesn't come off them as quickly. The more they curl, the more weight you need.
Tiap.
Canadian think that
Tiap.
nice almost doesn't go
Tiap.
at all.
Tiap. Whoa. Tiap.
Nice.
30.
It's over curled in a way, it's come out the other side of the guard. But they lie to.
Got it all?
This Canadian skip's got a lot of experience. He's been at 12 Briars in Canada, which is their Canadian championship. And he's played third to Russ Howard. Very experienced Canadian skip. So
Normal.
he's certainly got plenty of experience.
Yep. All the way. Hard.
Trying to get past his top guard.
Whoa.
Just tap the yellow back. Oh, nice.
An aggressive whoa.
And they've rolled right behind the centre guard.
Okay.
So it means Swiss team can't hit it. They just draw up and freeze on top.
Sehr richtig. Tiap.
Second
Yeah.
from Nicolas Stoll.
Tiap. 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 Whoa. Auseinander. Je eine.
Just caught the guard.
Okay.
Might get it in there. This one's a little higher. Even that's fine. A little up.
So just trying to remove both these yellow guards and run their own shooter through into the rings.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Turn a little bit more. That's fine. Shot.
Great shot.
Yeah. Easy and clear.
Hoppel. Nun.
Exactly the way he wanted to.
Achterhalb. Tiap. Tiap.
Oliver Widmer
Yeah.
Tiap.
trying to lift the double take out here.
Tiap.
And just jammed it.
Gut
Yeah.
8-7.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Chris Jeffrey,
Yep, hard. Whoa.
first
Whoa.
stone of the game.
Yep, yep, yep. Yes. Right to it. Okay, good.
Yep. So Canada lie too.
Ja.
So now just looking to raise their own yellow here. Left-hander.
Tiap. 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 Tiap.
Want to raise this yellow straight back onto the red.
Tiap. Tiap.
Oh, close.
Just missed it. Now this is a big advantage to Canada. Canada lie too. They have got last stone advantage here.
You want to
split
split
it?
I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Just move it an inch. Okay.
Yeah, this one could be very important. Not only for the Canadians, also for the Swiss.
Close to the line. Stay with it.
So they could either tap this red straight back and lie guarded, or they can split it into the rings
Close, stay close.
and bring both counters in. Oh,
Yeah, can you bring him out? Can you bring him out? Come on. Yes. Ooh.
but I don't know if it clipped the top one in or not. I don't think it. From there, it doesn't look as though that top one's in. So just a fraction heavy there.
Met doppel spelen.
They're talking about a double already.
Als wij opdoen, dan de zoeker gaat verliezen. Bringt eigenlijk veel lopen.
See, that's great because now you can tell us what they're discussing.
Absolutely, absolutely. Because I'm not. I don't know if you were able to understand Swiss dialect. Not really. No, they're going to take the risk also to lose the guard in front there. They go for the double takeout. And it's only Andrin Schnider with his 2 stones left. Only 21 years old, very young one. And his quote, his claim: give maximum effort on every shot. Yeah. This one from the beginning. His first in this game.
Yeah, so he doesn't think the double's on from what he can see of that red stone. So just going to come round to sit on top of this Canadian stone with his first.
Normaal, kijk.
Niet goed. Censiert.
Ollie!
Ollie.
Luca, Luca!
Out.
Tia!
Sweeper's on it the whole way.
Yeah,
Tia!
they must really tease the stone into the house.
Has he got second shot? No, he hasn't. So Canada
Two,
still
but
lie
that's-
2.
Yeah.
Not much I can do about it, I don't think. Never.
Pretty
I don't
tough
think-
to roll in the house.
Yeah. We could still do that shot again. Even go here and he has to make it.
Yeah.
And then even then I have something.
And his shooter's going to roll slightly.
I don't think if I put something over here, he won't play that, I don't think. He'll try to roll in.
Yeah.
He might even try to
So
double
do you
up.
want to be back here then?
Yeah, then
all
if
about
I split that in and he tries that and misses it, we drop a 5.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah, I could take a little less ice and just rattle off something.
I think I was just
I think
heavy.
if I'm second and third, and even if I'm not beating that guy,
Yeah, it's fine. Just get both in the house.
he can't hit that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because he's really getting it down.
Just get both in the
Yeah,
house.
yeah. Edge of the button.
Okay.
Hey, Pete, even if I don't get third shot over here, he can't play the yellow. He can, yeah.
They're
He can, I guess. But
disgusting. They're talking about the possibilities of the Swiss.
I'm aiming at full 12.
Yeah, they know they've got last stone, and it's a very difficult
If I throw what
shot
I did when I draw the button over there.
to leave Switzerland the raise on their yellow. So he's saying they could draw behind, they could split the red, as long as they get another counter in.
Line's fine, though.
Line's pretty good.
Whoa!
Line's good, yep.
Yep! Yep! Yep!
They're on this one for line now. Oh dear, just not enough weight.
Just got out of the pad. That curled.
However, if
That's not bad, it still
Switzerland
makes them
try
think.
and raise this yellow and don't get it right,
Then
that red will come into play for Canada. So this is a key shot now for Switzerland.
Und der?
Lecker.
Ist risky.
Sind wir schon. Schaut so.
Also,
Meinst du?
da nicht.
Kannst auch, ja. Sind okay. Wenn er ein lang ist, ist er da hinten drauf.
Gut, das sollte schon das Ding haben. Ich denke, das ist gleich wie denen. Ich will noch ein bisschen mehr geben, weil die Garde ist noch ein bisschen weiter.
Ja.
Okay. Decided.
Sie sind Shot und Second.
Yeah,
Even
that's
if
true.
for second shot.
Draw von der anderen Seite.
That's why he try from the other side to go into it.
Through the anti-clockwise rotation and try and come round
Sie
and
sind nur Shot und Second, oder?
freeze on top of the Canadian stone.
Wenn wir drauf spielen, ist der schlecht. Also nicht mal im Haus, wo unser Shooter.
Yeah.
Ich glaube, das ist gut.
But
It may leave Canada still a draw for 2, but he's just scared to go for the raise and
Yeah. because you
Could
see it
lose
and
a
you feel
4.
it. Yeah. In the worst way.
and it's only the first end.
Klick, gell?
You don't need to over gamble yet.
Ziellänge,
Yeah, but you know,
Ziellänge.
these guys are young.
They are, and
Motivated.
it's risk versus reward. You've got to weigh up what what it is you're wanting out of the end. But this is curling.
Goal!
Is he passed? No, he's not.
Phew. So, invitation. Invitation. So,
Scary.
He could hit the yellow and roll for 4, or he could just draw for 3.
Intern comes into it.
And I don't know that one.
No,
Maybe three's smart, eh?
Yeah.
I could go the same turn for that.
it's
Yeah.
I'd rather.
not over gamble, huh?
Yeah.
Not over gamble.
I've
Also,
said risk versus reward.
yeah.
I thought I was a little soft on you.
And
Okay. I think I'll give you a bit more.
luxury of a problem
Almost
for
to the line.
Canada.
Yeah, I think a 3 at the first end, they'll be quite happy.
What a star that will be.
I'd love to hit the yellow, but you know, it's just the way we've been doing things have been going. I think I'd just take the 3 right now. Well, we got 2 already. Yeah.
Yeah, there you hear him.
Full-
The way
full 12.
his last 2 games have
there's
gone,
no
he said
smoke,
the luck's not with him so far, so let's
Full
just
12.
draw for 3.
Shane?
Yeah.
James Grattan, born in Ottawa, but lives in New Brunswick.
Line's good.
Line's fine. Line's good.
Line's good. Looks like it's cruising.
Yep.
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 Whoa then. Whoa. Use this thing.
1, 2, 3. Oh, nice start for Canada. Bad one for the Swiss guys from Team St. Gallen. Switzerland 0, Canada 3.
Ist egal, es ist für beide. Ja, logisch, das nicht das Spiel. Also, easy. Einfach gut spielen. 2 machen, dann sind wir wieder im Spiel. Ganz easy.
Well, it just came off of it. That was T-line.
Okay, no, just to know.
I think.
I thought I should.
I can't swear.
So, yeah. On all the rinks, there is some action, but we are focused on this one. Switzerland against Canada. Canada with the first stone, Switzerland with the hammer, but 0-3 behind. Draw. I was expecting a little bit like this. They're nervous. They're playing against Canada, but you feel it between the stones when they're discussing the
That's good.
options they have. They are not sure what is the right thing to do or what is the risky way to do. I think there's really the experience missing there.
Yeah, and it's a great opportunity for that young team to be playing Canada right now and learn from how Canada call the game. You know, these, as you say, it's only 21 Schneider, so from the junior to the men's circuit, there's, you know, a difference in tactics, and these young boys just, it's good they do talk and communicate and discuss it through because they're weighing up the options. It's all a big learning curve here for them. Important to it, you know, there will be losses, but it's important that they learn from these losses and what they can take forward to make them stronger as a team.
Good so.
Oh, it's a good corner guard.
Top 12.
Yeah, I think it's there.
Same line. Same line. Oh, still looks good. Still looks good. Clean. Clean everything. Clean of anything.
It's good. It's good.
Oh, full H better than.
It's there. It's there.
Oh, beauty.
Canada are quite happy to keep their stones in the rings.
Yep.
They're 3 up.
Richtig gut. Zieh ab. Zieh ab. Zieh ab. Zieh richtig. Zieh ab. Wow.
Stoll and Wittmer.
Drauf. Ja, ich glaube Ziel, oder? Ja.
And also this one. It's not like let it go. It is like more the Swiss way. Let it go, I think. Yeah, let it go. It's no confidence at all.
Yeah, didn't have the weight to come round the guard, so they can leave a second corner guard, which is good. He's aired on the correct side.
That's heavy. Yeah.
Line's
Should
fine.
be heavy based on yours.
Line's nice still. Doesn't need to curl. Might overbend if anything.
Yeah, weight's good.
Just leave it. Just leave it. That's fine. It's my bad. Threw it good.
Yeah, just over curled there.
But they can live with it.
Out of his hand. Compared to yours.
Yeah, now we have the first
Achtung.
from Nicola Stoll. Second. Can you were telling us that the two youngest, like Andrin and Nicola, both 96 born. So together they are 43, 1 year younger than actually to skip James Grattan. It's like just comparing the numbers a little bit against, but this stone.
And again, they're unfortunately aired on the wrong side. So by missing everything there, it'd be better being tight and removing the guard. So again, that's an experience
Yeah, early. Yes,
part
early.
of the game.
Oh, it's fine. Line is good.
Yeah, it's tighter
Reminds
than
me of
that one.
hair deeper than this guy.
Yeah, it is. It is. Can't go.
Not in though, guys. We
Can't
don't want them rolling in on us. Shit. Okay.
That's okay, that's good there.
Ich glaube 8 Pro. Wie?
Da gehen wir einfach nicht liegen.
8, ja.
8. Announcing.
The problem that Canada were saying there, that they weren't happy, they don't want Switzerland to hit and roll behind their corner guards
Yep.
here.
No.
Ja.
But Switzerland do.
Ja.
That's possible, yeah.
Ja. Ja. Ja.
Oh, just
What a
caught the
pity.
guard. However, it's left another corner guard, so now
Yeah.
there's plenty corners.
Yeah,
Switzerland just need to use them.
Like the last
they
one.
have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Nicola Stoll, his claim. When I lose, I either win or
halfway.
learn.
That's
Yeah.
exactly what we
Yeah,
said.
absolutely. You
Yep, you have to become a good loser before you can become a winner.
yeah. Know how dark the shadow is, then you can enjoy the light.
Got a bend. It's got a bend. Whoa, let it work. It's to it, I think. It's to it.
Yeah, it's pretty good there. Just a wee bit further than they wanted. They wanted it stopping a bit shorter.
Da Treffer, ich glaube, da gehen alle.
Nice one.
What was that?
This was okay. Originally,
Ja,
yeah, hit somewhere here. Then should everything go out? Sorry.
Yeah, because he's
It's
looking
possible, yeah.
looking at the reverse kick on the front stone when he hits it, how it will go back and catch
Yeah.
the one in the
Yeah.
forefoot.
So, but it was funny to hear. Hit somewhere there, and everything should go out. Hey,
Just somewhere there.
hey, just try.
Must be close. They're on it.
Yeah, not bad. Nah, more, harder, better,
Gut so.
different.
Needed to curl a wee bit more,
Nog een meer rechts.
but it does open things up, so it gives them the opportunity now. You can see here, left-hander coming from the left hack.
Goed keuze.
It curled a wee bit more, it may have split, but by moving 4 stones, you really need a big weight to be able to get them all out of play.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a lot of granite you're trying to move with 1 stone.
Got a bend. Got to work. Touch heavy. Oh, it's really got to go. Split. Yep. Yep. Roll it, Pete. I got this one. Oh. That's not horrible. Cuts off the corner guard.
Yep, so blocks a draw in behind that corner, but does give Switzerland the opportunity now to draw around here in. Lie shot.
Yeah, that's all it was. I think it does curl if you have it.
Weg, hè?
Dat is schwierig, hè?
Also, leg, hè? Gut.
So they could
Yeah,
come
they
down
are, yeah.
and freeze on that
Geen meer gewoon.
from the outside. There's maybe a better finish on the ice. There's a better curl at the end coming on this hand than coming the other way. And he is in the left-hand hack.
And the timing should be no problem because
Gut.
he's actually
So, dann. Richtig gut.
working for a big watch company in Switzerland.
Ja, lange nicht. Stol. Stol.
So a wee bit heavy.
Tone is enough. Yeah.
It's unlucky. Just a wee bit much weight there.
His first.
So
Shot
Canada
in
still
second.
lie 2.
Kind of
Yeah.
think a warp around this, but it leaves him to run on his
Pretty
own.
good right there, aren't we? Get an inch around and makes this tough.
Yeah.
Mind you might set him up with a triple. From here. That's the one we got to protect, I think.
Well, we could draw around this one then.
Same deal though.
Yeah.
Maybe top is the call, or peel this guy.
If you peel, he doesn't have much, does he? If you peel, he's probably coming around that one.
We could tap it.
Yeah.
Tapping's the same as peel. I think leaving. I'm worried about leaving Ed half a rock here.
It's really interesting to listen to this
Let's.
chats between the stones.
I don't mind it. I'm just saying. Even.
Yeah, but if we blast it,
I think the tap's the same as the freeze. I get what you're saying, or the peel. I mean.
kind of like the tap, man.
I don't know what it does, but that's the only thing.
Yeah, we haven't seen anything down there. If we're going the other side of the sheet, that's the right ice.
Yeah, let's try it. Get to nose.
Yeah.
But still, it was a long chat.
Yeah, it's important at this stage. They don't, you know, Canada are lying well,
If we peel,
but their stones are behind the tee line, and they're behind cover, so they know that Switzerland are going to draw around and freeze, and could set up a 2. So he's trying to weigh up the options, what he's going to leave. So he wants to come round to your top tee.
Peel then. I like your, because even if I make this good, he doesn't care. He's just throwing around the yellow. Let's peel the yellow.
Okay.
So they're thinking that yellow is a danger stone. That's what Switzerland could use. We better just get rid of it. But he's got a few reds that he needs to avoid when he peels it off.
Yep!
Oh, they're on this one early.
Good morning.
Oh, yes! Yep! Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed.
We're screwed.
Keep going,
Oh.
keep going, keep
Oh.
going every inch.
Oh, they like it very much here in Champéry, huh? They won't actually come back.
There we go.
But that's why I was saying that, you know, it was a risky shot because he did have reds he had to avoid, and he was lying 2, so he could have brought a third counter in and really put the pressure on.
But what went wrong this time? Can you
He changed his mind. Well, they had that long discussion in the head.
Yeah.
So the skipping third and the teammates were down, all discussed it. Then as soon as he got to the hack, he said, no, I want to peel the yellow. Now, they
Then
didn't
it changed again, right?
change his mind in the hack.
I heard this stuff like 2 or 3 times, things like that, and I
So
never
now-
heard a story. Sorry, I never heard a story that this situation happened. Actually, go back and change his mind in the last second, that it went good. I never heard a story like happy end with this. You see, here also, it's
Especially when they had such a long discussion
Yeah.
about it before they left the head. They had weighed up all the options, and then all of a sudden it was kind of, that's a danger zone, that stone there's dangerous for us, we better move it, but he didn't need to. And now it's certainly advantage Switzerland. If they can play this, they could build up a big end here. Whereas Canada could have been lying 3 right now and forcing Schnider into a very difficult shot.
Andrin said at the layout, I gave him a little bit more. Oh, it was too much.
Stol! Hard! Yep! Hard! Super! Richtig super!
And the only bonus for Canada is that they're lying shot pretty well guarded. So another good attempt, drew round, just a fraction behind tee line. But Switzerland do lie.
Yeah.
That curled nice in there.
I know the weight right now. I feel confident with the weight.
Yeah. Just T1.
Yeah. Yeah. Top 4.
Yeah.
So Canada will just follow that down and come and freeze on top. Or even just sit biting the
I didn't
forfeit.
even line up on that. I didn't even line up on that last one. I just whipped it.
Yeah, the way you hear him say he didn't line up playing his last stone. Well, that for somebody with his experience, to change your mind in the hack and then not line up to throw is quite a strange.
Don't worry about the curl.
Yeah, it's
Statement.
really, I know, and it's experience doesn't protect you from doing mistakes.
So that's a view from the hack.
It looked like Christmas, like a full Christmas tree. A lot of.
Line's good. Whoa. Well then. Let it work. Lots of room. Tons of room.
He's got a wee bit more running. Is he going to catch it? Oh. So tap the yellow into second shot position. So Sweden now have a nose hit for 2. It's just rolled out into the open.
And what is
Danny,
the goal now for?
we gaan te voet, dat is normaal, Karel.
Yep, so just a straightforward nose hit for 2.
Yeah. To hit the red one, which is shot now, and
Yes.
go as close as.
He doesn't, as long as his shooter stays in that white 8-foot area.
That is only one for, yeah.
Yeah, he gets 2.
So go for this one.
Oh gosh, they're on it early. Can the sweepers hold it?
Very good job.
Oh, just caught it.
Yeah, but it remains the same.
So 1.
Yeah. Not even played, so the fourth one in the second end. Canada 4, Switzerland remains 0.
Bin ich langsam?
Nein, länger ist gut.
Hab gedacht,
Another one. So many gifts.
And we start and number 3 with Fabian Schmid.
nur Platz! Oli! Oli! Zieh, Oli, fest! Zieh! Achtung, Oli!
And during the 2 ends, the teams were making a little bit of a summary of the first ends.
Either one. Should be hot, eh? Yeah, it's way different paths, you're right. Oh. I don't know, man.
Line's fine. Higher the better.
Yeah, it is.
It's going to overbend if it's.
Yeah, it's a little heavy.
It's going to overbending.
It's actually growing a little more than the last year.
So, third end.
Yeah, a big missed opportunity there for Switzerland. Nose hit for 2. Would have brought the game a bit closer.
Richtig gut!
But again, that's an experience thing for the young team. You know, it was an error from Canada, but they didn't capitalise on that mistake.
Ganz am Schluss, Stoll. Ja, zieh, zieh,
It was also interesting between
zieh.
the
Wow, wow, wow.
end now. The Swiss team was asking like, "Am I too slow?" They were chatting together and were asking, "Where is the mistake? What am I doing?
can
What
get
am I
there.
doing wrong?" And on the other side, you have Canada, really, let's say, cool. They're also dressed a little bit like Sunday afternoon curling.
It's the men in black.
Yeah, men in black, like cool guys with a. No, I would not say something wrong, but you know, like cool guys with a beer in the right hand, stick in the left hand, and just know what they're doing.
Top 4.
They were
it's
more
true.
saying like a lot of gifts, a lot of presents we get there, and
Those
it's true.
Oh dear, there's another mistake.
Pair of the 7 with something.
So yeah, it's just
Not even close.
Zieh!
Switzerland need to capitalise on these errors now and
Mein, schon läuft schon.
Ich finde es sehr gut.
Ja,
Aber
könnt
ich
schon.
weiß,
force
wie es
these mistakes from Canada, but then capitalise. So
läuft. Ich bin nicht sicher, wie es läuft. Ich finde die Szene ist gut.
Zieh!
Canada
So-
line 1.
Jetzt.
Nicola Stoll just trying to tap it back. There's no sweeping at the moment. Can it come enough? Ah, great shot.
Schön. 10-3. Ich glaube, wir können schon sehr viel spielen.
10-3. Time, so it's just for
What's 10?
sorry, no, it's just that it's like the time, so they're
Yes.
chatting about we can play a little bit more. I think we can go a little bit more on the edge, more on the limit, but from my point of view, they're playing already very risky.
And
Can.
McCann
All the way.
just decided to clear off the centre guard now.
Oh.
Canada have got last stone here, so they want to score. Oh, so they didn't remove the guard, they nosed it and nosed the one in the house.
Gone early. Yeah.
So Switzerland still lie too. So again, mistake from Canada. Very
Yes, that too.
uncharacteristic to see so many mistakes from a Canadian team this early on.
Freeze ist okay, aber vom Kerl her wirst du schon lange Nose.
Vorne 12, vorne 8.
Grüf das geht im Fall. T-Line, vorne 4.
Das heißt, ich glaube, ich nehme Oli. Okay, gut. Dann Fall gleiche Länge.
Yeah, but nice point of view. Subjective of a stone.
Richtig gut. Richtig gut. Wow, oh, warte.
Direction good.
Wow. Wow.
Take it easy.
Jetzt kommt er dann. Nein, kommt. Oli, ja. Wow. Vorne lang.
So,
Okay. Hä? Weiß nicht.
So
Ja,
he's-
nein. Ja.
of course, for a new curling fan, it looks good from
Roll
the
it,
point
you
of view
got
of
it.
Switzerland. House only 3 yellow stones, but it's not as good as it looks like at the first point of view, right?
No, they've now just left a double takeout for Canada.
Yeah.
Could even get a triple if they caught it correctly. So it's given Canada the opportunity. After the last nosing of the guard, he'll want to make amends here. Lift the double.
Yeah, Chris. Watch this one.
Andy McCann, the right. Also,
And he does get the triple.
he
Brilliant
cleared
shot.
the house. Nice. 36 years old. President in New Brunswick.
7-8. Gut.
And blanket page for Oliver Wittmer.
Richtig gut.
So Switzerland still have this centre guard that they can
Richtig gut. Wow.
draw behind.
Stoll. Schau, wo ist er?
Vorne 8.
Richtig gut.
So just trying to make it curl a wee bit more and get it
Stoll, aber
buried.
immer noch.
Nein, ist gut. 20.
That's a great shot there.
Okay.
Can tap it out. See half.
I think it's a little straightish.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Oh, whoa.
You gotta go, Pete.
Just gonna roll out.
So now we have
That was a nice one. Yeah. Is that the one you threw first? Yeah.
like I will compare it a little bit of sudden death. So there are only a few stones left. 6 in total.
It's quite difficult because the guard is so long.
Richtig gut.
It's quite hard to bury around. Like the last time Switzerland passed the guard, you thought it was going to bury, but it actually came out the other side. So because the guard's long, it's quite difficult to bury 100% behind it.
Richtig gut. Stoll, ja, ja, muss nicht. Wow, 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 ist so lang. Wow, wow, wow.
Good.
So I think Canada will still be able to see that on the other side.
The line's the same.
Yeah, yeah.
A little less.
Sure. Just hack, eh?
I'll give you the same ice.
Yeah.
There you can see it's just slightly over curled enough to let Canada see the edge of it. Just play a hack weight tap back.
Yep. He. Okay, whoa, Pete. Whoa, Pete. Nice. Nice weight.
Yeah, that was a
Stays in the house.
nice controlled weight.
Kom er daar.
Oder so.
Kom er aan.
Nicht eigentlich. Eigentlich.
Gut. 11.
Manche Stelle ist einfacher. Hast du vielleicht auch noch immer draufgesetzt, oder?
Ja, voll.
Lass sie einfach okay, aber dann kann man dahinter nicht. Meinst du? Ich finde der okay.
Gut, spielen wir den. Und wenn es viel geht, so spielt das 11.
Gut.
Andrin Schnider. When you look at the record,
Rausgehen, so vor die anderen.
17, 18,
Ja,
Heard
will nachher
about,
rausklopfen und dann können wir
10
noch
wins against 15 losses.
Ja.
So
Nur
he's
das
not
11.
so close to a. I think that you will start like this to get experience. Then when you're even with wins and losses, then you can say, okay, let's go into the positive. But still, this.
But it's great for a young Swiss team, you know, of this age group to be playing in a men's event of this calibre. There's a lot of really strong teams from around the world here this weekend.
And also in Switzerland, yeah, of course.
So to gain that experience against international opposition, it's
Absolutely.
fantastic.
Oli, kannst vor.
Shooter! Shooter über den Stoll!
And he's on a win. Canada are still looking for their first win of this
That's
event.
true. That's right. Yeah.
Ah, Geil, einfach mee.
And also to be a
Just down. I was
Yeah,
I
the
was
third
gonna
of-
say light control, which
yeah,
is
the
almost
third
board anyway, but
Swiss
this
team
path, light
in
control
this
is
group
board,
of
yeah.
5 squads.
How
I
thin
mean,
does it have to be to roll
Yannick
into it?
Schwaller,
Like quarter up?
61
Third.
wins against 31 losses. Also Peter De Cruz was also in the same group, and here in Champéry, 60 wins, 27 lost.
Anything above hack, it doesn't really do much. He cranked it and was light, tight, and it didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, Switzerland does have some very experienced
Roll it to the corner
men's
and do
teams
that.
with
I
Peter
think
De
you get anything
Cruz
on
and
that center there.
Pfister and Schwaller. You know, there's a lot of really good teams
Yeah,
in the men's
it's a
side. So
it's a
for
close
a junior
competition.
team to be coming through and playing them, it's a fantastic experience.
Clean?
definitely.
Whoa!
That's what makes it so hard for our country to decide who represents our country in the Europeans and World Championships. So we go to
Oh, just.
yeah.
Yeah, because Switzerland haven't announced yet who the team will be
Think
for
so.
the European
Might force him into the other
Championships.
shot, though.
That's still to be decided.
True.
Yeah, it's kind of lined right up.
Yeah.
Sven, entweder der oder sonst da. Der ist auch nicht einfach. Weil wenn du ihn wegnimmst, dann hält er auf 0 auf sicher. Schaffe 0!
So the debate, do they hit this back one or do they draw around the guard?
They were also talking about a 0. So
Because they could split that out and Canada would blank the end, or if they draw around but don't completely bury, they could lose a 2. They
Yeah.
don't want to lose a 2 at this stage.
they
Frage ist, wenn man auf 0 geht, dann nachher riskieren.
Can we say they come a little bit closer to the reality with the
No,
way of
das geht.
thinking?
Okay, gut. Also komm schnell. Wenn er raustrifft, ist halt okay.
Okay, let's do it fast when it drifts out. Anyway. So also, decision and going back.
Ja, gut.
They're just looking to clear this. They don't want to be too clever in case it jammed on that red side there, so just split it out, and there's nowhere that Canada can split for two, so they would just blank the end.
Whoa, whoa.
Yep, peels that off nicely. You can see the other sheets there.
And now maybe there's one or two behind in front of the television and asking, why don't Canada take this opportunity and make this 1 point?
Because they have last one here, and because they're not scoring more than one, they want to blanket, keep last stone advantage, so they can try and score two in the next end.
Simple as it is.
Simple.
You know, in Switzerland you have a little words game you make, like I am prefer the little bird in the hand than the big one on the top of a house. Anyway, it remains like this. Canada 3, Switzerland 1. Yeah, back in a few moments with the fourth end.
Zieh, fest. Zieh. Dieser steht. Hart. Sehr schön. Gut gesehen, Oli, gut gesehen.
Already the first stone from the Swiss squad, perfectly placed. I like to say it for the sponsors and Peter Case.
Should be maximum.
Peter Case the lead,
It's a little wider though, so be careful.
right-hander, born in 1977.
Weight's still good, easy.
I'll let it work then. It might be fine.
It's got to stop.
I got it.
Yeah, we can go a little bit maybe.
Yep.
It's good.
So not completely buried. Switzerland can come round and just tap this back.
Dazwischen. Oder nochmal Liste.
So you can see Canada can remove this yellow and get a roll inside.
Go up. Clean it. Oh, heavy. Oh, yeah.
Oh, just missed the back one.
Oh.
11 ist gut.
Zehneinhalb! Zehneinhalb!
Zieh ab! Zieh ab!
Yep, tried the
everybody
double,
goes.
but just took the one.
This red one is like fixed by God. Don't untouchable, unmovable.
Control. Control.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, go, Pete. Nose it. Nose it's fine.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, it was heavy. Eh?
Yep, Canada still lie to it.
Yeah.
But again, it's back to this playing the scoreboard. Canada have got last stone. They want to try and score too.
11.
You know, Switzerland either want to force one or get a steal.
But
Gut,
definitely need to find a way into the game. The team actually from St. Gallen, in Switzerland. The flag is
Okay.
green and white, which
11 ist
explains
gut.
the color of their dresses.
It's either that or that. Might be a little slower here. Might be slower here. Yeah, you can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. Can't hurt it. I don't think you can hurt it yet. Doesn't look like it.
So Canada just splitting the house. They want to keep some
Shot, Indy.
distance between their two stones.
That's good.
Because that one on the 4 foot is behind a guard. So it's not easy for Switzerland to remove.
In soccer, you would say they would like to use both sides of the field, the whole field, go over.
Gut, zieh rein!
over it, yeah.
Richtig gut. Achtung. Zieh ab! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shooter. Yeah, go, 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 go.
So just trying to get their own shooter behind the yellow guard. It's tapped the red out into the open a wee bit.
Even if you do, even that's not bad. Yeah. Nice hack then.
I think hack's good, yeah.
Yeah, that gets both options.
Yeah.
It'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I like
Canada
center
just
line.
they can tap this yellow back, but if they play a nice down weight, controlled weight, they can, even if they catch the top guard and roll it, their shooter into the house, wouldn't be a bad result.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
Chris Jeffrey there.
Yep. Go, Pete.
Right
Go,
in
Pete.
there.
Hard.
So they're trying to hold it past
Hard.
this
Stay
top
with it,
one.
Andy, go.
Yes.
Well, oh, this
It's
is what you
rolled to
call
a
a
really unfortunate place. It's now given Switzerland the opportunity to just get the roll inside.
but it looked until the end. It looked perfect. I mean,
I was tight,
almost
but I
no
spun it,
space between,
and I was heavy. That was
from my point of view.
Yeah. But Canada do lie 3. They have got last
Don't
stone.
call it masters for nothing.
Again, the third player's coming from the left-hand tack, so he's coming across to it.
Richtig gut.
Zieh rein!
Tip. Whoa. Whoa. Tip. Tip.
So if you can just check right in the centre of these two Canadian stones. We check in. Ah, perfect. Great shot.
That's good.
So you can see there the yellow's completely guarded. So Canada can't remove it.
Oh, we hit it thick, we're all right.
Okay. It's fine, yeah.
So
Like
just
2/3?
going to remove
Yeah.
this centre guard. Because Canada are lying
any more than
second,
half, you're good.
sorry, first, third and fourth shot. So with last one
I don't
advantage
like when you
here,
say that.
they know they've got plenty of counters in the house.
Yeah.
So we'll clear this up.
Yep, hard. Gotta go.
Gotta go means you need to sweep for line.
Roll it.
Oh dear. That wasn't the result they were looking for.
Okay.
So Switzerland really forced a big error there from Canada.
Richtig gerade und da bist.
Stimmt. Die Frage ist, ob man es da erkennen, weil von da kennen wir es wirklich gut jetzt.
Das Spiel gerade immer noch.
Ja, ich glaube, wir schon gehen, aber wir können schon da außen spielen.
You want to try it from outside?
Also, da hin.
So.
Ich denke es. Ja, ja. Geil so.
To push the last red stone out of the house. Get
Wir
shot
werfen
at
aus,
second,
oder?
but then it's not an open house, but a good option
Von der Länge her.
for Canada just to fix this one
6 to
stone.
1. But I think now, because the advantage is turned in this end, Switzerland could look at going for the steal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could draw one round here and lie 2. But if he hits here and still lies 2, he's then still forcing Canada to 1. So it's whatever he's most comfiest playing at the moment, the draw or the hit. But no, the draw round's a good call. As long as he's in for second shot here.
Stoll.
Stoll. Not off.
Tia.
Pull.
Tia.
Hard. Hard, Jens, hard.
Tia.
We'll need to work this one hard.
No, no, no.
I don't know if he... Well, it's close. So who's second shot?
So that will be now really a missed one. Because now we got the yellow stone from Switzerland, which is actually shot.
Yeah, it might be.
When you put this away, get into the center, you have to.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it is partly buried though, so it's quite a hard shot to remove. You could just tap it back. Yeah, it's difficult who's lying second. I think it might be red. But from our angle, it's not so easy to
Well, it's
tell.
obvious that it is red, even if I'm Swiss.
Yeah, that's why I'm not.
Come on.
Tap it out, same as Chris.
It's just being biased.
He just had a solid hack, probably.
So anyway, they go for the.
So anyway, he's got to go for the shot here. He's playing hack
Let's
weight.
just
And
lie
again,
whatever
even if he
we think
catches
is
the
true.
top yellow guard, he could roll in behind the cover as well. So
Try not to overthrow it.
that's why he's playing a down weight shot. Because he can't see the whole stone.
A big zone of tolerance for mistakes.
Queen.
Or we can just put it on top.
Yep, Pete, yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Whoa, yep. Yep.
Sounds
Nice
good.
passed.
Sound good.
Yeah.
Look good. Is good. So one is for sure. But will it be 4-1 or 5-1?
Switzerland need to make the play on the stone that's lying. on the 4 foot, so they need to try and hit that and roll over. And then they'll be guarded and really force Canada to draw for 1. That would be the ideal scenario right now.
Hinderrolle. Ja. Hæ? Hört meg du vet klappe. Hört meg du vet klappe.
What I see now is that they wanted to make a good game against Canada. They saw Canada lost the first 2 games. They saw the opportunity. Maybe we can win against Canada. Why not? They were maybe a little bit too focused, too stiff at the beginning. And now I see a little bit a smile. The happiness of the young people, you know.
So important now to get this roll in behind cover. Oh, he's played it perfectly.
You know what?
Is it
I saw it
buried
in the
though?
face.
Is it completely buried? Oh no, it just
Not, but
a couple of inches more of a roll and he was perfect.
Right there.
But again, we still don't know who's lying second shot.
I know.
Well, they see it.
You think you know.
I think I have the same weight.
Not that I'm a betting person,
Is
but
it,
I would say it's close.
you know, this Vallis is very famous for good wine. So
Think it'll ever snap? Like I'm thinking same weight with that ice. What do you? I just want to be able to throw it. Yeah, I like to be.
you should see now, Rowan.
Same weight.
No, I do think
turning
it
her
is.
head in every possible way.
It's just difficult because of the camera angle we're seeing it
Yeah.
at, but I do think red is second shot.
Yeah.
So this could be a tap back for 2, but it might be a measure. Who knows?
Go, go, go. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Hard, 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 hard. Okay, good.
Nicely played.
That was what they had to do.
Pretty close.
But who's second? Will we see a
Is
measure?
it the red one, so a bottle of red wine, or the yellow one, bottle of white wine?
Ooh, that curled at the end.
Brought a ton, man. That was heavy too.
That
I
would be
did
the
see
Pinot
red.
Noir, and you would say red. There will be a Pinot Noir. White one. What was he?
Do we have to measure or do they measure?
They take a little bit of water. Why not?
He's good. He's getting it.
Oh, he's good. Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to measure it anyway to see.
You see it, huh? Andre Schnider.
Schnider was really unlucky there because he played a lovely hit and roll, but just not enough of a roll.
I mean,
And with his first shot coming in, you know, he had that opportunity to lie too, and he was
Yep.
just a fraction short. So
Super close.
and 4 ends,
They did it.
1-5 behind. 4.
When it was coming over the hard line, I thought it was Gonzo.
So here we can see the measure. It goes in the centre. The chief umpire will measure to see who's closest to the centre. You'll see the dial. Just if you see it close enough.
They were saying T-line.
Yeah, do it rightly. I do it. Yeah.
And then the dial in the top will tell how much it moves round.
It was so obvious.
Red.
Come on, it's the only thing I can I can make a point, maybe.
Well, 2 to Canada.
Yeah, 2 to Canada, and that's what's important. So after 4 ends, Switzerland remains 1, and Canada makes 2 points. Stands now with 5 after 2 lost games. The team of James Grattan coming back in their 3rd appearance here in Champéry. Leader against Switzerland 5-1 after 4 ends.
was a gross throw.
Finde ich
Good
besser.
throw in that last one.
So, Rowan, I will make a yeah
Finde Stoll.
provocation a little bit. We are now after 4
Zieh
ends
Stoll.
for Switzerland, 1-5 behind.
Zieh Stoll.
How the young people like to say, nothing to lose, right?
Wenn ich drüber
Nothing to
go.
lose. YOLO, you only live once.
Yeah, they've got last stone here, so just try and get some corner guards up, get some cover there, and force an error from Canada, and you know they get there too.
And need
So
to come back, definitely.
Yeah, there's still 4 ends to go. Plenty time to come back.
And it's not that Canada is like super
T-line.
confident or
They've been making a few errors today. We saw it that last end when they went to clear the top one and ended up splitting their own out the house.
Yeah.
So, you know, they are making some errors.
Whatever crack at the end, I lost it on them, but it's good.
Die Seite.
Ja, schon etwas
Gut.
probieren, nicht?
Aber bis 3, wenn es geht.
Fabian Schmidt,
Genug Platz.
lead for this
Warte, wenn
young
es geht.
St. Gallen team.
Stoll, Stoll. Ja, Ziellänge. Ziellänge. Richtig gut. Zieh durch. Bis sie steht.
So they're putting up a second corner guard. They're ignoring the one in the house. Just trying to get as much cover generating as possible.
Das Gefühl gehabt. Stimmt eigentlich, probieren wir doch mal ein bisschen noch offensiver zu spielen. Das verlieren wir eh nicht mehr. Also,
Good.
Yeah, of course there are many people watching around the world. Of course in Canada,
Top 4.
Weight's good.
where we are shown
Wall for
also.
line if you can.
I can imagine a lot of
Top 4.
supporters
Yeah,
for
baby.
the team with
back
more
4.
experience.
Line's getting tight.
Back 4.
And on the other hand,
Tight.
we have
Okay, we'll let it
Switzerland
rub this after.
with really young players. I mean, don't get us wrong. There was maybe one or the other who might think we talk about a junior team here, Rowan, but it's not like this. It's not no junior team, Swiss squad. But
They're a young team compared to the men's teams who are playing for Switzerland right now on the international stage
Yeah.
with your
Ja, ist ja
the
lang
Grues
dort.
and
Können wir noch
Swallers.
rein?
You know, these teams are have got a lot more experience, but it's great for this younger team to be in an event like this, to
absolutely.
play the international teams and get the experience.
Gut so.
And they're on their home soil in Switzerland. You know, to be able to be playing Canada right now, that's a great experience for these guys.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yep. Zieh, Oli. Whoa. Shoot den, ja. Ja, ja, ja.
That's a good shot
Gut
there.
so. Schöne.
So Canada lies shot at the back of the
Perfect.
forefoot. Switzerland lies second shot.
Yeah. Got the straight one?
So you hear him asking there, is this a straight rock? Sometimes the stones don't all run exactly the same. Some might run a fraction bit straighter than the others.
Yeah, all the way.
Just the skip making sure they give the correct ice to play the shot.
Whoa. Wow.
So going to run the red onto the yellow, and he plays that perfectly.
This one went good.
So Canada lie two, but they are both back tee. So Switzerland can draw round and freeze on top of this now.
And this is what you told them already one time, that T-line. You would like to, you try to keep your stones in front of the T-line to get some stuff to move, to play with.
To play with, yes.
Because behind the T-line, you're almost...
Well, that's the thing. If they're in front of the tee line, they're usable. If they're back tee, they're not very usable
less usable.
for yourself. Maybe if you're opposition to freeze on, but this is looking good behind the guard.
Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Good one, yeah.
So it makes it very difficult now for Canada to remove that stone
see any of it?
without jamming it.
Just over half.
You like that, or?
I was just making a quick check from the Swiss players, all Swiss players here in the curling master in Champéry.
You
I
said
mean, there's
just over half?
one guy, Mark Pfister.
Oh.
He's 19 years
Yeah,
old.
you're right, you're right.
He turned 19 on the 26th of September this year.
And he's a great player with a lot of experience.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah, he's played on the men's scene for a wee while.
Whoa. Clean, clean, clean.
Oh, kind of just peeling this out.
And the Swiss
Just
boys
makes
go
it.
away.
Find's gut nochmal.
Also nochmal.
Hat ein bisschen über Geld gedacht. Muss man nicht so weit gehen. Oder?
Gleich. Ja, ein bisschen mehr habe ich.
Yeah, empty field, where you put it.
Yeah, it's just trying to take advantage of the guards that you've put up to use them as cover and also make it difficult for Canada to remove.
Richtig gut, sehr gut. Tiep. Wow, nur Länge. Einfach nur fertig. Tiep. Wow, Länge, nur Länge.
Länge vorig.
Is je freeze?
Ja.
So happy with the line, don't want to bounce off. It's a good result.
Pass lukt.
Yep.
Line's good.
Where is it? Well then.
So
Stay close, though.
slow one.
Well then. You really got to curl.
It doesn't.
Stay with it,
Yeah,
stay with it.
good one.
Okay.
Ja, ja. Ich finde den Nase auch gut.
So the yellow one.
Warte.
They're between
viel siehst
two
du, Oli?
reds. Shot in second for Canada.
Geht gut. Einfach Backline.
Yeah.
Nur der.
Just looking at whether they could hit and roll off it, but
Können wir auch?
Finde ich
11.
besser. No backline.
Canada do lie too.
Okay.
Switzerland have got
Seven
last
extra.
stones. They really want to try and generate two here.
Und da muss ja nicht viel schnell lassen.
They could actually go for the second shot here of Canada's and roll over beside their other yellow and lie second and third shot. Would be a good result just now.
Gut Backline.
Tiep. Wow. Stoll liggen.
Voll, voll.
Stoll.
Halt.
Fest. Und noch weiter rüber.
Yep, that's a really good result. So Canada lie one,
Ja.
and they know that Switzerland are building up here behind that corner guard.
I think you could. If I ever over curl it once for giving up three. You know what I mean? If I try your shot.
Yeah. I'm thinking around this one if I can.
Or they,
Yeah. That's the best spot, isn't it?
what do you understand here? What do you-
So they know they need to bring a second counter in right
Yeah.
now. So
Hey, like-
ideally you could come round and half check
If I
the
ever-
yellows on the left
If I
there.
ever cross it,
But that would be.
But he
okay.
doesn't want to over curl and leave them lying. Tap back for 3. Also, if he comes round in beside that other red, he may come and leave a double. Take out, so he could still be 3 against.
I think just
So this is where stone placement's really critical for them right now. Yeah, if they
Yeah,
could
no,
come
as
long
into
as we don't
top
leave this
4,
line open
not
and
leave
I'm
a
up here.
double, and lie 2, that would be the best
Or half.
result.
or half under.
And maybe, probably,
how do I do this?
the end
does it
of
bust here?
the game.
I don't think it goes crazy.
No. It's like to get
Switzerland have got last stone here,
right there, maybe?
Yeah.
so as long as they score,
Yeah.
they're still in the game.
Yeah, it's not much over there, is there? It's got to be a hair slower here. If I just give you what I've been throwing, that's probably, I've been heavy on everything. What do you think of the ice? Is the curl here? Anybody throwing one here yet?
At which one are we? At the 5th end. At the 5th end is Grattan really asking like, does curl here?
He's just looking a bit, I think, for some confirmation from his teammates that, yep, the ice
Fishing
is
for
right.
compliments.
Yep, just play it.
Line's good.
But sound bit of the day.
Hard line!
Skip
Yep!
after half of the game.
Hard line!
Does it curl here? Yes or no?
Well,
Whoa!
It does.
it does, Carol, but
Whoa!
No clue.
he's
Whoa,
caught
whoa,
the
yeah,
guard.
yeah, but
Doesn't
it-
want to open that shot. Oh, has he opened it enough for Switzerland to come into it? Oh no, he's got away with it. Still guarded the red. That was a
And
lucky
that's now the-
escape.
Absolutely. That's not the question for the Swiss. Are we getting close to it? Are we getting where we want? Is it possible or not?
Ich sehe schon nichts, aber
Ich sehe nichts. Siehst nichts, oder?
Don't see anything.
Von da an auch nicht. Run würde ich warten. Aha, ja, sonst wäre offen.
Because that Canadian stone wasn't fully guarded before he played there, so now it is. So although he didn't bring his second counter in, at least he got the guard on.
Nein, das passiert nicht.
This got draw.
But Schnider needs to think here. He's got last stone, so he's got another one to come after this. So what can he do now to help him with his last stone, to give him a chance to have a shot to play?
Very nice point of view you bring in here, because you were a pro. Like, to think 2 steps forward. It's not like chess, but it's not only now and now or never.
Freeze there to
And
get
yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
Skip's
that-
always calling an end, looking at what they're going to be playing with their last stones. And it doesn't matter if it's the lead or the second
Yeah.
playing, it's always looking ahead. Always looking at angles, what you're leaving.
Absolutely. To roll the red carpet out for the last stone,
Oh, nein, noch nicht.
sliding over the ice. Or flying over. Whatever.
Den machen wir gut, hä? Den machen wir gut.
You want to know?
What did he say?
This one we're doing good. This one will be good.
Well, that's
We are
good.
do- we are doing
Positive thoughts.
Positive, yeah, absolutely. Only.
He's just trying to draw in
They have to.
up to this red.
Like,
Yeah, just trying to draw weight up and face the red.
give next
But
one.
then Canada are probably quite happy to lose a 1. They could stick up a guard and say, right, you have your 1. How are you going to get 2? So it's
One after the other. One after the other. Give next one
Then
left forward on
Schnider.
every shot.
just looking for dead T weight.
Oh!
It's not curling enough, they're saying yet, so want it to come a bit more. Needs to curl.
No.
Whoa.
So steals one.
So now lie second, third, fourth. Canada need to be careful.
Yeah. It was not planned like this. But nice. Yeah, you put your finger on the. It's.
He's
Good
given
guarded.
himself an option with a double raise there onto the red, but it's not an easy shot.
Yeah.
Does he have this slash on the red?
Pretty tough, eh?
He
So
does.
you can see they're just waiting for it to curl. Just caught the top red and rolled in behind.
But that doesn't do anything though. I'd rather guard this, guard the double run.
So Canada either need to decide, do they bring a second
I'd let
counter
him
in
play
and
that.
lie two and force one,
You think so?
or if they put up a guard.
And then
Yeah,
he
that-
will be under
that kind of
pressure.
covers
Then
both,
Andre Schnider will feel will feel real big pressure for his last stone.
But if Canada put up the guard and leave a double
Okay.
raise and they make it, they could get 1, 2, 3. So
Mind you, the double run's only for 3.
the double runs only for 3. You heard him say there.
Mm-hmm.
You can move it every
Only?
time, but you can't do anything.
Yeah, but
Okay, let's go.
suppose Canada are 4
Right
up.
on center.
But I think.
So if they lost to
I
3,
think
they're
we-
still 1
I
up.
think if we're guarding this, I think that that's not guarding anything. I think you can still get through that hole.
Yeah.
I think if we're going to pick it, we're going to guard it, and let's just leave it guarded.
Pretty
Guard-
full
yeah,
field.
One or the other, eh?
10
Yeah.
stones
We
lying
can't
around.
guard both. Leave him this.
A lot of options.
The last time they had this big debate, then he went to the hack and changed his mind about what shot he was going to play.
Yeah.
So hopefully
I don't
this
think we
time,
can guard
A
both.
few ends later, he recognized the ice curls.
Well, right? Yeah.
so they're just looking to guard this way in.
So
For
leave
open
him the hole,
three.
is what you're saying. I just leave the hole for 1. Don't leave that big of a hole. I think you make it happen. You put it on just on this side. Cut the center. Yeah. Yeah, let's
Going
try
like
to
halfway.
let's try to guard
Yeah.
nose of this.
Ah, change again.
Yeah.
Really?
So cross it a bit.
Really?
So a little less ice.
So they're saying if they block the way into the shot, but also block this raise, because that's they feel the only shot that
I don't think he
Switzerland
can
have
get
is the
into
red
the
onto the
ball.
yellow onto the red.
Mm-hmm. They want to block this now.
So if they block that,
Let's put it
They're
like
pretty
this. on the
safe with
center.
they can only Switzerland can just draw for 1.
Yeah.
But again, it's
So just cross the center right here.
it's like the signature of today's James Grattan. The mind changing in the last second.
Line's fine.
Well, if you
Okay.
can. Line's pretty good.
You think they will fit?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, they seem quite happy with this. Just want it to cross the centre
Yep.
line, which it's
Yep.
doing right now.
Yep.
Didn't want to spring off it, but
I mean, looks like it's bouncing further. Just trying to pick one or the other, I guess.
So be honest now. We are under us. you can be honest.
it's
Should-
left the
shouldn't-
raise.
Shouldn't
that-
change the decision, no? Should,
I think it was right to try and half check that red to block this raise, because this is the only shot really Switzerland have
Muss nicht schnell sein.
to score more than 1. So he has to make it though. It's not an easy shot. When you see the distance there, the red's to hit the yellow straight
Yeah,
back
yeah,
onto
yeah,
that
yeah.
red.
they are.
That's not an easy
Huge.
shot,
Yeah.
but it's playable and it's there. But Canada are saying, well, they're 4 up if he gets his 3.
That's the possibility
what?
that you miss it because just
Well, he could be an inch off the top one.
yeah. Then you will see all red in the house. No, not like this, but let's see what Skip Andrin Schnider brings on the ice. Come on, good luck.
Oh, a bit of a wobble there.
Tiep, tiep,
Wobble.
A wobble
tiep.
means he
I
wobbled in
beg
his
your
delivery.
pardon. Ah,
Oh,
come on.
they're on it.
They go for it.
Oh.
Oh,
1 to Canada.
no. But I will stay like this. I like and I prefer this kind of attitude because it's not typical Swiss. It's not normal Swiss. is new, is fresh, and I like. So, even if it doesn't work out for them, thumbs up and yeah, really big compliment. Team Schnider, they try to fight with everything they can.
Yeah, we're just
But
scared of
still.
like crossing it and I don't know.
The end and 1
Yeah.
point
Yeah.
for Canada, who leads now 6-1 against Switzerland after 5 ends.
Yeah, it's going now.
Still there. Still there. But
Doesn't matter as long as it's here.
yeah, it's there. It's a tough stone.
He was all out for that, too.
Yeah, that's a tough stone. Ooh, that was scary. Scary. Most of the skips here make them.
Okay,
We are in this 6th end.
richtig gut, den ist toll.
First
Richtig
stones
gut, Sila,
are
wenn er drüber ist, hoch.
on the field. And yeah, Ron, we're turning and
Gut so.
playing a little bit with our eyes after this end, because
Yeah,
really
it's a tough one.
the Swiss team took the risk. They showed a good attitude against still Canada with much and a lot of experience, but it didn't figure it out.
It was a shame because they did generate, you know, a multiple end there by getting their second and third counters rolling behind their corner guard. Canada were slightly fortunate that they didn't play the shot they wanted, but they did still guard the shot. Switzerland fought hard to try
Yeah, you gotta go.
get the raise, and he wasn't far away at all.
Shot. Beauty, though.
But it makes a big difference in the scoreboard. You know, if
Yep.
Switzerland had got their 3, they were 1 down.
Jetzt nicht da.
You know, now all of a sudden
Wander.
Yeah.
it's a big mountain to climb. So they just need to plug away, get some cover up, try and get stones in behind again.
Oli, nur Oli.
It's not so simple.
So simple.
Oli bis am Schluss.
Yeah, also
Zieh beide.
yeah,
Oli bis am Schluss.
I take this opportunity to say it once
Noch
again.
ist gut. Komm Oli, go.
Go to Hockline, yeah.
Ja, weiter, 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 weiter. Ja, ist gut.
Yep.
So-
So corner guards.
Corner guards, yeah.
I still like the guard, guys. Yeah. Should be heavy. Your second one kind of died though.
Line's good for here.
Weight's good.
Full
The
8.
weight's
Full 8's
good.
fine.
So happy with this one.
Yep. Yep. Okay, that's good.
Yep. So Canada lie 3.
I kind of like short better. I guess it's 6-1. Put them in the house.
So just a back ring weight and tap this back and try and get your shooter to roll behind cover.
Achtung, tiep. Tiep. Wow. Achtung.
So Nicola Stahl just trying to get
Wow, 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 wow.
a wee
Tiep.
tap back and roll.
Tiep. Tiep. Wow. Schön. Gut so.
Nice, yeah. Happy with this one.
And it's perfectly buried behind the corner guard, so it means now Canada have to take that guard off. And also because it's moved the Reds about a bit in the head, it gives them an opportunity to freeze them later on in the head and try and generate a few stones.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Oh.
happy to peel the guard.
Yep. Wirklich nicht. Der könnte noch ihm im Weg sein, weißt du, irgendwie.
So the second stone of Nicola Stowe,
Richtig gut.
who's
Women's guard.
studying international affairs at the University of St. Gallen.
Oli an
This one
Stein.
here is not, yeah, it's also an international
Gleich,
affair, playing against Canada.
Beide, ja.
Yep, so just drawing another one behind the other corner guard now. That's nicely played.
Gut gewischt, Jungs.
Squeezing and
They're half frog.
moving the game a little bit in all directions.
Even if you do that, you're good.
Okay, I like that then.
Like that way?
Yeah.
It's thick half.
So ideally Canada want to remove this yellow without touching any of their own reds.
No, nice.
Ah, lovely shot.
Okay.
He's not looking too happy about that, but that was a pretty good result.
Yeah.
Line 4.
Yes. Maybe he likes to play
Oder
poker or
würde.
something like
Das
that.
siehst du nicht,
So
oder?
he teaches himself to don't show emotion.
Siehst du mal den. 11. Zieh ab! Zieh ab! Zieh ab! Zieh ab! Wow! Whoa, whoa.
Okay, it's a good wee pocket at the back of the forefoot. Again, just trying to make it hard for Canada to remove the yellows without jamming.
Nicht easy zum rausnehmen.
Yeah, that's what also the team of Andre and Schnider realized immediately. It's not easy to take out this one. Let's say this
Get it off one of those.
cute little yellow stone is good
that
protected by
one.
the red ones.
I don't love that.
Or that.
My gut is the side one, guys. We're up by 5. We're up by 5 and sitting 3.
Then we're into the same mess if he pot tops it though.
Whatever you like.
You can get it this way. If it rubs any of those, you're good.
Okay.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Yeah, he's saying he doesn't mind splitting one of the back ones out. They don't need shots, they're enough up in the game. And it's at this point in the game, you've got to play the scoreboard.
Mm.
Although you don't have last stone, you know, you're well up in the game, you don't need to score points. You just need to stop your opposition scoring.
So Chris Jeffrey.
Ah, that's a really good shot.
That's
Take-
better.
Yeah,
Because it takes away things for, you know, there's no stones there now for Switzerland at the back to freeze on. So it's 2 great stones there from Canadian third.
it looks like a perfect dice throwing it and ended on the 4 like poof.
Through
It's
the
supposed
gap.
to be like this. Yeah.
No, that's perfect.
Very
Aber da
nice.
unten liegt. Kann sein,
I need
dass
to
ich
admit
einmal
that
Ja.
even after a bad start for Team Canada and James Grattan with
Schauen, wenn er mit da
2
anhängt.
losses,
Es kann sein, dass er beim ersten anhängt und beim zweiten uns es stickt. Dann hat er beide
nice
Scheiben
performance
gegeben.
today
Wir müssen
against
unsere anderen
andere
Ich glaube schon.
Schnider.
Schau, Plan. Wir
Dann
da
müssen
hin.
wir aber jetzt den spielen, Schnider.
Nein. Schau, warte schnell.
Now it's getting interesting.
Wir spielen da hin. Sie ticken da.
First saying like we must play this stone,
So.
and Andre saying no, wait, let me explain to you.
Kannst auch noch aus, sonst, wenn er nicht knapp vorbeigeht. Nachher so.
So he say
Nachher
first
müssen sie halt
the
nochmal vergeben.
left at the bottom, you see now,
Yeah, so the bottom
out, right.
left red there, they could come in and
First.
freeze that.
and then afterwards bottom right.
Ja.
You know,
Yeah.
force an error from Canada. They then draw the other side, lie 2, and at least they're
That is a
generating
really-
something.
Der ist erstens schwierig.
This
Yeah,
one is
nice.
Whereas
difficult.
if they hit the front ones, it's not going to
It's too
benefit
yeah,
them.
and difficult also.
Vorbei kommt schon an dem.
You know what I like about this team is when
Meine der.
they're a young team. So what do they have?
Also,
Social
spielen wir
media.
auch.
What do
Gut.
they have?
Elf.
Websites. What do they have? A plan.
Ja, sicher
And it's
voll.
very nice. They have a website with,
Geile Film.
introducing themselves and also have the plan. The short, middle and long distance plan.
So they've set goals for what they
Yeah,
want to achieve
absolutely.
as a team. And
So firstly, the big goal is to be together as a team for a long time. So they really have a long-term plan. And exactly stuff like this. To play as many stones as possible, as many options and many different options as possible. Let's see if
Yep. Yep. Wow. Yep. Yep.
Grattan will
Yep.
achieve his goal.
Yep. Yep.
oh, just caught the guard. It was unlucky.
So and I can imagine that is frustrating when you talk
you like
about a stone so hard is so long, and at the end you don't come even close. You don't know if it will be good or bad because you're missing before.
Good spot, yeah.
Or we just hit
And that opens, of course,
You feel good about your draws? I mean, you made a couple good ones.
also
I
some
actually would have a
options
good guess right now, so maybe we don't need to desperately do it.
for James
Just
Grattan.
roll in here. Normal weight.
Yep. This will curl, I think.
Okay.
Would we go in turn on the draw of the button? I haven't seen too many out turns, that's all.
Also, wenn man halt auf der
Would you take middle of the eight?
Aber glaubst du nicht, wie man das nicht einfach trainiert hat und haben den Tang
No, I'm not drawing though, I'm hitting.
Kann man das
Or
ändern,
I don't
aber
mind
so
drawing
nur
now.
drauf.
You want to, is it worth drawing right now? Yeah. Yeah, I should. He's going to take rid of 4 rocks in 2 shots. Yeah. Same ice though.
Okay.
Little less. I want to see what that path does. That's aim at top 8.
So again, bit lengthy discussion about where best to place this.
Line's
Well
good.
done.
So he's looking for
Yep.
the 8-foot.
Bend it.
Do you need this?
Yeah, go.
Whoa.
Yep. Bounce it.
Whoa. Just let it hit here. Let it hit first.
Yes.
Yep,
Now
that's
this
actually
one.
ended in a pretty good
Yeah,
position.
yeah. Now it's the dice. It's go from 4 to
roll's
5.
I'm glad I did that actually now.
But actually,
Now he's glad he did it, he said. No, it's a pretty good result where it's finished
Yeah.
because it is top
Phew.
tee, so Switzerland have to move that.
firstly, yeah.
You know, they have to move that to get themselves in for shot position, whereas before they could have frozen onto something, whereas now they have to physically move that red.
Yeah.
Ich glaube, wir müssen einfach 2 machen.
Whether they just tap it back to the back of the 4-foot and hope that Canada come and jam,
Mal der Double.
but they
Yeah.
wouldn't lie short. Even if
No
they
the
tap
roll.
that
Yeah,
back,
because
the back one would still lie short.
I mean there's something like hit the top right red one and come into the inside. But this curl
Ja, der will
must be really perfect.
Sicher.
No,
Ja,
it's
das
like
Problem ist, wenn wir werden second. Das ist egal, wenn der liegt.
yeah, they know it
Weil
already
dann kann er
also
nicht über den
themselves.
schiessen, bleibt er da hängen und dann in
We
da
will be
schießt, bleibt er
second,
da
you
hängen.
say.
Das machen wir.
But they have a plan.
11.
It sounds like a plan.
They just need to execute it.
Ja.
Also leicht rübergehen. Da gehe ich rüber. Da gehe ich rüber.
Sorry.
What's he saying now?
He was like saying, yeah, you need to let it go a little bit over. And then there's a Swiss sentence, a Swiss claim you say, da gehe ich über. It's like I'm getting crazy.
11.
There's also a very typical one for St. Gallen. Kannst schädern lassen. I can imagine that nobody almost understood now this one. Only the Swiss people. Only this one. These from St. Gallen, and I hope this team lots schädern because it's the only way they come back into this game. Porte du Soleil. Yeah, with the yellow stones. The sun is shining bright. That could be worse. But it's they are second, yes. But
Hurry.
Yeah, Canada could raise the red onto the yellow and just eliminate it,
So
but
we can't nose
again,
stuff, we can't
Canada
double it.
so far up in the scoreboard at this stage that
No.
you know they could come in and lie
No, 'cause
two, and
anything on that line.
even if they lost a two here, it's not a
I
disaster.
think you're just
Yeah.
trying to be polite.
Well, I don't want them to make the double and stay for beat that guy.
Right. So you want to be.
Like here. I can nibble the 4, max.
Okay. Yeah.
Or full 4 max.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Bite the 4.
Oh, where did you give me?
I had you about there.
Do you want me to, is that what you ended up giving me, or is that what?
That was what I ended up giving you.
Okay.
I was thinking like
Yeah,
there.
do that then.
So yeah, just looking to bring this in top of the 4 foot, leave a double, so that if Switzerland lift the double, they won't actually lie
Put this on
second
the
shot.
same line as the back one.
That the
you
back
catch
red
the
would
double,
be
you get 2.
counting them. So they don't want to bring this too far in.
No. Do you want to hammer it off that one?
So just want to guard the line, guard that shot, but just a wee bit
interesting.
short.
Is it
It's
no-brainer?
interesting when you.
It doesn't jam, does it?
It'll jam if you hit it any bit on this one.
Jam.
Will it
What do you
stay?
see?
It's interesting because
Yeah, I will.
they have these big
Well, if you hit
conversations
this
in the
side, I
head,
will.
and then every time he goes down to the hack, his sweepers challenge the call,
If you hit
and
it
he
there, it'll
changes
stay.
his thoughts.
Is it maybe because they are
Well,
in
That's
front
right.
like this at the scoreboard? Because they lost the first 2 games, they are now ahead with
I'm
5.
thinking if you hit it
They
just
think
off
like,
this, I think it does.
okay, it's time to
Because it hits this thick.
train a little bit,
Yeah.
try out.
You got to hit it on this
Isn't
side.
that a little bit?
But it's just weird.
Yeah, weird.
That's
Nice.
been
Good, you
happened
roll
quite a lot in this game,
You like
where
that shot or that?
the skip and third have made the
problem.
call with the
He's still one of the
tactics,
best
but
shots.
then
That one?
when Grattan's gone down to the hack, he's changed his mind. No, I think he's gone back to his original.
We don't get
Yeah, I
out
have to
much,
hit it
guys.
pretty thin on the top and not jam it, I think, on the back.
Yeah, so sweepers obviously were asking him, you know, but he should have looked at that and known. So if the sweeper said, "Can we not go for the raise?" he would have
deeper
said
than full
no.
4.
But he's then saying, "Oh, can we?" So he's gone back down to check. So he's gone back to his original plan, which I think is a good call. Discard the shot. You're 5 up in the scoreboard.
Is it
No, that,
attractive from a point of view for
Off
from a
again.
woman when a 44-year-old man decides so many times in this direction? I mean,
Hard! Yep!
no, really,
Gotta
it's,
go!
it's strange.
Every
It's
inch, Keep going! Keep going, keep
Yeah,
going,
keep
keep
going,
going!
just-
Push it!
pushed over.
Trying to get it to curl as much as they can. Have they guarded the shot? I don't think so. Was there too much discussion about that shot?
Again,
There you are. There's the picture with the view of how much you can see.
Hast du sogar halbe Haar.
So a straightforward nose hit. Well, slightly straightforward. Past the guard. For 2.
Elf. Gut, die Grenze nicht.
and better R2. I'm announcing myself now officially as the founder of the fan club of Team André Schnider.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, I
Okay.
am now. I am now. Yeah,
So you want us all to join your fan club, is this right?
Yeah, hope so, hope so. No, because, you know, potential.
Not sweeping this one. It needs to curl a wee bit. Here it comes. Well played.
Yeah.
2.
Switzerland with, yeah, let's say a little comeback. 2 stones. Nice ones at the end from André Schnider and his team. Yeah, when they continue like this, maybe they will have still a little bit of hope, a little bit of a chance. And they have nothing to lose. Let's take it this way. Canada 6, Switzerland 3. 2 ends remaining. Fabian Schmidt starts end number 7.
Now Switzerland just need to get some guards up, get the cover going and try and force a steal here.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Weight's good.
Line doesn't matter. Right here. Really gotta go.
And
Richtig
his
gut.
second.
Warte schnell. Schau Platz. Oli. Schau, wer muss. Schau, warte, wenn es geht. Muss viel irgendwie.
Wait as long as possible.
Yeah, they want to leave it short, leave the cover with a 5 rock rule now in the free guard zone. They want as much cover as they can
Normal abgeben, oder?
while Canada can't remove it from play.
Vielleicht ein bisschen breit gewesen, aber
Light, Andy? Okay.
Should be good. Top 8. Might be stickier. Always gotta go.
Just trying to bring this one right into the house. Yeah, well swept. So Switzerland can use those 2 Canadian red stones as cover if they come right round everything. They all act as a guard to help them.
Zieh richtig.
Second in the first stall.
Richtig gut. Zieh Länge. Zieh kommen.
Oh, working it really hard.
Yeah. Need to.
Need to get it past.
Whoa.
Past.
Fantastic shot.
Yeah.
Schön steil.
But also good advices, no? A little bit loud, but good.
Yeah, that's
See
a
if we can
great
hit some
shot.
of those red ones too.
I think this is also one thing you need really to learn, and you learn it from game to game as a team to trust each
Oh,
other.
yeah.
Let's say like this, to trust each other. And if the skip screams, then just
Yeah, if the if the skip screaming, just sweep.
nice.
Yes. Head down and go.
Yeah. When you jump, you jump.
Andy McCann.
Yep.
Can he do this though? Remove the yellow onto the red. Oh well, he's taken the 2 yellow cards, so that's a pretty good result.
Yeah.
So Switzerland can just keep guarding up here. The way the reds are sitting, there's not an easy run back for Canada to raise it onto the yellow. So if Switzerland just keep putting up a guard, that certainly ask the question of Canada.
Richtig gut.
It seemed like he closed the eyes to put the
Ja,
stone.
ja. Wow, wow. Hände, Olli. Zieh, Olli, zieh, Olli. Wow, nicht mehr. Nicht mehr, nicht mehr.
Yeah, not sweeping it. They don't want it to curl anymore.
Gut so.
Yep. Good job. He's quite happy with that.
I think it's quite a bit higher, man. I think
It's real thin.
You're spinning off the top.
Yeah, I was just saying it's very thin to lift the
You
double.
get the hole, do you get the yellow?
So if they go through the hole here and miss the guards completely, he would pick the yellow out the house, was what the skip was asking him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, Pete. Yep, yep.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Well, that was plan B. C.
Okay.
At least.
Nochmal.
But
Guard.
again, the reds
Guard.
are still sitting at the wrong angle for Canada to use to raise up.
Wenige. Ja.
Vorher Geld,
Geht.
oder?
Vorher haben wir ja nicht müssen ziehen.
You'll just see Switzerland continuing to guard, and Canada continuing to clear.
Gut, Platz.
Gut, 2.
Oh, warte. Bernstein. Nein, richtig gut. Zieh. Zieh, Länge. Wenn er drüber ist, auch.
Oh, oh.
Okay. Passt. Ist gut.
Auf die Idee kommt zum Switchen.
Perfectly placed stone by the Swiss squad for the World Curling Tour.
Yep, it's a good guard, but Canada now
even
thinking
back
we need
here.
to get
Okay.
these reds moved, take the angle off here so that we can use a red. So Chris Jeffrey played 2 great stones at the last end.
Hold on.
Clean it. Oh,
Just
Got a
wants,
wall.
he's just playing a
try to
tap,
hit this one thick.
tap up weight, just try and split his reds.
Its line's decent. Sit. Oh, beauty. That's fine.
So that's opened them up and given them an opportunity now. They could use either red
Yep.
to raise onto the yellow. So that's where Switzerland need to be
think
very
we can
careful.
actually make
that
that one
Canada are
too.
building a big end.
The Big Bang.
But Switzerland
into
just
them.
want to steal.
Yeah, they need to. This threesome split who was there, yeah, going in the middle
Meine
of it.
ärgert der jetzt.
They
Yeah.
also know which one is the.
If they come in and freeze on the inside of that red in the centre line,
Yeah.
it'll cause Canada a wee bit of a problem.
Richtig gut.
Gut.
Wow, Platz. Platz. Nur Stoll. Stoll am Schluss. Richtig gut, nur noch Länge. Aber immer noch Stoll dranbleiben.
direction
Ja,
good.
Stoll.
Only.
Bis Freeze einfach.
They want the inside of this red
Yeah,
though.
yeah, and freeze.
They wanted it to curl a wee bit more so that they couldn't use that.
Gut gespielt.
But Andrine stopped.
I can't can't see.
Yeah, I don't think you get that one, but that's okay.
Pretty
Get rid
touch,
of
but
these two.
At
Might
this
get 'em
stage,
to sink
there's
another
too
one,
many
but
stones
maybe have
building
that.
up now for Canada. Stones are an
I can
enemy
see
to
like
them
a
just
third of
now.
the one he just threw.
They want to
Heavy
just
stones
try and
in
clear.
there.
Nice
Yeah, too many stones can be
Okay.
an enemy
right there.
when your opposition are trying to freeze against them all
Or
and
even a little spin.
play about with them in the head.
Like half a stone?
Thin half.
Thin half? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I ever missed it, I'm probably making that other one.
What did they say?
If I ever missed it. So, a bit of negative thinking coming in there because you've got to think positive.
Sarcasm?
I'm going to make
Sarcasm?
it.
Sarcasm.
A chasm.
Sarcasm.
Oh,
Sarcasm.
No, no,
No,
no.
not going so far. That would be very British, no? Yeah.
Yep, that's a good result.
Get almost a freeze over there.
That's good.
So now Switzerland do have to be very careful.
But actually put it right there where he's pointing now. Will be a triple takeout.
Yeah, we're on to skip stones now, so
So this will
It could-
confirm a yes or
if you could half check in there so that it's not easy for Canada to remove. I think you'll just see Canada moving the stones about anyway to try and open things up. But there is a guard out there, but the reds are accessible on both hands right now.
yeah. And when we are at the jobs or the studies, business management is studying Andre Schnider. Firstly, he has to manage this business here.
Tactical management here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the two stones that are together, the reds there on the right, aren't a great angle to come back. So it's this red on the centre line that's more open behind the guard. So this is what he's looking at blocking.
Yeah, I must take this one as long as we are on air still. There was someone asking one of the platforms like, do you all have a favorite team? And one answered with, yeah, of course, my favorite teams are Schnider and Edin, who we saw before. So yeah, I got the second member of the fan club, you see.
There you go.
So all behind you.
But their big teams, Nicolas Edin and Peter de Cruz, you know, they're
not
playing
so
on the
bad, huh?
international stage so much
It's
that
like you start your football career and behind you are Ronaldo and Messi.
right, he wants to be right in here, sitting on top of these reds. But I don't think he's got the weight.
It looks.
So
Now
now
very-
has he left a path for Canada to get into that red?
What is the reaction? We don't know. It's a pity we don't see the direct reaction of it, but
Yeah, I think I can too. Remember that one I missed in the last game? If I can make that, I can make this. There it goes. And then I'll try yours.
So he's got to just come past the guard and no more. There you can see, just under half of that red stone, but that's enough. That's all he needs to hit to remove the yellow. So Switzerland guard just over curled there. Well, he was trying to come right in and he was just a wee bit light.
Huh?
But he was unlucky, he just didn't block the way in.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, I can't see very much of that, boys.
Because Switzerland have played a good end here to try and force a steal.
So, yeah, okay.
because that's how you will play or how you will
Okay.
make the
But that's
preparation
where-
for
Millimeters make such a difference,
Yeah.
you know, in this game. If that had been a couple of millimeters to the right hand side, Canada would have had a very different
Take a
shot
look
to play.
at that lined up drag over there.
I think we can say like archery and curling. There are millimeters, every millimeter. With horrifying results.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa. Okay. Whoa in a good way or whoa in a bad way?
Woe for line.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, oh, hits.
Whoa, because it's not curling enough and we need it to curl a bit more.
Oh,
That's not good.
thanks for this summary. Yeah, this is the moment where you don't need actually commentators and experts when the when the skip himself is.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's an understatement.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, maybe not his best day, but after.
So,
Corner for you.
can Switzerland just draw another one right round and lie 2 on the forefoot? That would be a great result.
Go for
Zij
it,
is
yeah.
doorgepusht, zie je.
So kissing the
Yeah.
red circle.
Yep, just right in on top of his own yellow. If he comes in and freezes on top, that'd be a great result. And lie 2. And then the scoreboard's looking a bit closer if they were to
Be
steal
awesome, would be awesome, but long way to go, and a difficult stone to throw. And now let it go.
here. He's played down the same path and with his last stone.
Whoa!
So he's saying never for line. You can see there it's a lot higher. It's got a lot of curling to do. He doesn't want to hang wide and leave a double.
I think like all the
Here it comes.
yeah, it
Take
looks
it right
good.
in.
It looks good. Come,
Oh,
come.
fantastic shot.
Great, really. Yeah.
Great shot.
Thank you. It was just the reaction of the fan club.
Probably still jams.
So now the option is like
I have to hit it in
point on the right on the left top, right?
Yeah, hit
The
it
red
as
one, the red
So there you
stone
can
left
see
top.
the
As I
line.
can.
like a
They
third
came
to a
perfectly
quarter.
round there. Completely buried.
It might still jam, but we get one of them.
I'm just thinking out loud.
And
you do
now,
this, does it
glass
limit them to
stone.
one?
No.
Okay.
What?
I'm just not convinced.
Okay.
They're looking at the dragon this stone with reverse kick. When a stone's hit like that,
So it's about a third to a quarter.
saying that the back red there would, if he hit the top one, the back red would pass the yellows without making contact.
But he's not confident enough for this
No,
one.
so
yeah?
that's what they thought looked the best shot. So now
Is that where you
angling
have it?
this one in is really his best. Even if he takes one yellow out, he's saying.
Yeah,
Looks like a jam
and
everywhere.
Grattan
I hit
is
it on the top.
more happy with this
Yes,
decision.
as long as he doesn't change his mind again when he gets to.
Who knows?
No, he seems quite happy.
I want to say, of course, now he's not doing this. It will be too easy for us, you know.
Yep. Whoa.
Yeah, just even if he can remove one of the yellows from play.
I mean, what can go wrong? Well, like this, it can go. Whoa! Sorry. Excuse me.
So a steal of 2 for Switzerland.
And a present, almost, of James Grattan. I think Rowan and me, we must turn off the microphones for just a few seconds, that we not are too honest. So see us in the next end.
We had to play that. Had to play that. Just
Welcome back for the Curling Masters Champéry with the game between Canada and Switzerland. James Grattan lost his first 2 games, was in a lead of 6-1 against Switzerland's team with Schnider, and Rowan, the Swiss team with 2 times 2 stones, are welcomed back in this game. Very nice, no?
It is. It's been great shot play in the last few ends from the Swiss team, and Canada just making an error here and there. So it's making it more exciting now.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The scoreboard's much tighter. And it's great to
Sounds
see the
awesome.
team fight back, and that's where it was just a game of patience and perseverance. Switzerland just kept putting up the guards and trying to get round behind them,
Yeah.
and then they did. And
weight's good.
you know, Canada have been well up in the game,
All you.
and at times
Oh, I think.
they've just made an error, and Switzerland have capitalised.
Yeah, it's back.
So Canada want to keep this one top tee so that Switzerland have got nothing to freeze. And that's not where he wanted to put it.
Didn't curl like his other one.
So now Switzerland will get a second guard up.
Because it's now what will be hard for Switzerland to keep the stones in the house. Because for Canada it's not an easy game, but you have your tactic.
Yeah, it's the last end. Canada are one up with the hammer, so they don't want stones in play.
They don't need to.
They don't need. But by putting that one back tee, it gives something for Switzerland to use later in the end. So what's key here for Switzerland is to get their guards far apart, so they don't leave a double peel on. So that's pretty good there. Because you would sometimes see a guard where that yellow is just close to the house, but then the second guard would just be over the hog line. So there was a much greater distance between the two guards, but they're just slightly closer.
So perfectly would be
just over the hog line and just close to the house, in line. So that
like where's the
where the centre line is,
we'll
yes.
see it's now Porto Sole, yes, the first one, and now comes the
Straight to the broom.
second sign. I mean,
Hard.
this one. We're going through. There will be a perfect guard for this one, but the stone from Canada is
Yeah, that's
nicely
better
thrown
placed.
around.
Yeah. Good result there. So Switzerland could come round the other side on the other handle and the anti-clockwise turn and come round into the.
Yeah, and they were discussing the stone, and the final comment of our young and wild skip is, yeah, maybe even we are shot. Yeah, maybe it could be. Also, so yeah, think positive. They do.
Well done. Well done. Dan drüber, einfach drüber.
Put him over. Put him over. It's not long enough, but put him over. Okay, gets the hog line. They're coming to the point we was
Easy.
yeah,
Hauptsache ist ein
too long.
Yeah, they wanted that in the forefoot so that Canada would start peeling guards, and they were lying short and just guarding it for the rest of the end. But it's not a disaster. There's still an option there for them to come in at the end of the end. Even if it's the skip's last stone, it comes down to they only need one to peel the game to tie it, so that option's still there.
Yeah, it's probably too late. Okay.
Sie ist gut gewesen.
So as you can see there, there's still two Swiss guards. So again, they've got the opportunity to come round anti-clockwise here and come round and sit on that back red and lie short.
And mix things up.
Richtig gut. Länge, ja. Richtig gut.
Yeah, so they're sweeping it hard for weight. They want it to be right into the forefoot.
Ja.
Are they past it? Yep, they're past. Can they get it in?
Ja.
They need to get it right into the forefoot.
Yeah, go, 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 go.
Perfect.
Perfect. You confirm?
Shot.
Not perfect maybe, but close.
It's good that it's lying short. It's just that red there you can see in the left-hand side.
It's like open.
Canada could use that to, but it's still there at the moment, and
Yep.
Canada
all the
have to
way.
clear. They have to take the cover
Whoa,
off.
whoa, whoa.
So
Roll it, Pete. Roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it.
oh, and again Canada not clearing the guards on the right sides. So Switzerland lie one,
Fell back into the trap under pressure.
so they can put up a long guard.
Da.
But a long one now. That means closely over the hog line. Maybe touching
Yep,
Vorne
the
einfach.
that Black World Curling Tour sign.
yeah.
If they could just be
Yeah.
on the W.
W. Okay. We would like to have the W out of
Or,
Worlds.
or the O,
Curling
he's
too.
saying.
Gut.
Between the W and the O.
You know the problem. You know what the problem is with the O? There are 2.
In world.
No, but in World Curling Tour.
Ah, but it's the big letters that I can read. The other ones are too small.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But it's just with the O. It's the possibility of misunderstanding.
But yes, a guard
Yeah,
in
of
that
course,
vicinity would be good.
Grattan, Phil.
Eis.
It's
Eis
like
bis 2.
it's like he's exciting too. How it will figure out. It
Eigentlich
looks.
von allein.
Yeah,
Gut. Aber nicht mehr
they let him go.
Sicher drüber.
Wow, good, Phil.
Yeah, a little bit
Okay.
too much. You see, it's more on the second though.
Yeah, it's
Too
just
long
over
anyway.
curled.
Yeah.
So either not enough ice or it was played
like-
slightly tight of line. Because
Anyway,
the weight was pretty
In
perfect.
the top 2, but maybe, yeah.
But it's still a guard and it still causes Canada a problem.
They are shy.
And Canada must move some things. At least somewhere in the
Not
center.
easy either, but
Yeah.
real thin.
Whichever way you see.
Either that or we do that. Hit 3/4.
That's probably easier, yeah.
Yeah.
Just in case, when Andre Schnider now takes the possibility or the opportunity to make it out a tie here, 6 both, what will happen?
They'll play an extra end.
But not with more stones, with nothing more. Like
No,
the only
just
one
a normal
end.
extra end, and obviously if Switzerland steal the one here to get the extra, then Canada would have last stone advantage in
And
the extra end.
there it doesn't matter if you make at the end 1,
Ja,
2
eben.
or 5. So when you have the hammer, you
Finde ich riskant.
almost have
Finde
the
die
win.
Nummer im Geld.
The first option too risky. You will put a guard again.
A long guard, yep.
A long one now.
Because that it's not easy to get round the red to tap the other
You are
red.
talking now from the right side or
Da
left
ist
side?
nichts.
So they're thinking to come in though and
Kann
have
nicht viel
another
passieren,
counter,
oder?
but
Meinst du oben?
is he
Ja,
thinking
ja.
I want
So.
2 to win the game or 1 to peel it?
At least, yeah, you see, because actually the Swiss team or Schnider must think like this, because only to make 6-6 and go to the
Ja, du
extra
bist
end,
nur vom
you're
links
behind
an
again.
der Heck.
but that would be, yeah.
Yeah, but I
Very
think when they
smart
were
from a young
6-1
man.
down in the
That's what I
game, if they thought they were going to get an
Ja.
extra end, they'd be quite happy.
Yeah, but when they think about that they
Give a
2 times in a
remains.
row they made 2 stones, they know that it's possible.
Ja.
He's changed his mind, he's going for the longer guard. I like this call.
You will join? No.
Jetzt hat er genug Platz.
Oliver Wittmer.
Richtig gut. Stoll. Doch, Stoll.
Oh, ist weg, ist weg. Gut.
Gut. Schöne.
W! And
On
very
the
close to the
W.
O.
Perfekt.
Yeah. It's like it belongs to the
Ich weiß, ob wir ihn nachher wirklich...
logo, to the. Yeah.
Half.
Okay.
So, ideally Canada want to remove 2 guards here.
They are perfectly placed.
Well, they want to
Curling.
move that W, the one on the W, so they want to remove the yellow and the red.
Yep, hard. Gotta go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get lucky here.
Oh,
Oh.
they did get a lucky result there by taking the back one. But they did remove 2.
Yes. Still. to
So the 2 red guards, that one on the right really doesn't help anybody at the moment.
Das ist nochmal da.
Switzerland need to
Voor de kaal.
protect their
Protect that.
Ja, also da ein bisschen links.
shot stone in the house.
Wir schauen, dass wir an dieser Corner vorbeikommen. Also, der wirklich
Ja, ja.
nicht das
Aber man muss
Spiel
nicht tief sein. Das Eis langt schon.
Ja.
Noch die Linie haben.
Also wenn er ein 3 hat, hängt er wahrscheinlich an der Corner Guard an. Darum 2 oder, also 1 bis 2.
Yeah, it's
Ja, ich glaube gut.
really a competition on
Ja, muss einfach
on
sicher
eye level,
Linie haben.
no, on the same level. Even when it was 6-1, and Switzerland of course was a little bit lucky at the end of the game until now to come back. But still, when you get the option, you must take it, and they did. And so we have it now very close with only 4 stones remain. Skip time.
Linie ist gut, geht genug.
Killer view.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Kills too much, maybe.
Zieh! Zieh!
Yeah, now they want to
Halt!
take it. It's coming to the hog line, and
Yeah,
maybe
they're
when he
trying
get
to
lucky,
they're
yeah.
trying to split off the red there. But unfortunately, it was just tight of line the whole way.
And so there is a big gap.
So
on
it's
the-
moved the red a fraction. That there you can see it's even harder now for Canada to come round in the clockwise and move the red onto yellow.
Yeah.
If you rip it, he's probably.
But
don't
they
even know
can
if
get
that's
into the
there.
shot now. So yeah, that was a key
It should still be
stone there
partially
for
open.
Switzerland.
Just rip it.
Just smooth normal though, like that.
And again, that's down to experience of making the key shots at the right time. You know, that guard there
Sorry?
could have been slightly higher.
You would think, yeah.
Because again, the way he played
Get
was
rid of it
perfect to
somehow.
guard.
Solid
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
Just the wrong line. Thing is, if Canada hit and run out here, there's an opening for Switzerland to come in to freeze.
It's not finished.
So
that's
it's yeah, it's still all to play for.
clear. Mhm.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Clean, clean now. Good sweep, Pete.
Yep.
Well,
So the forefoot's open. Switzerland have got the cover. They've got the guards there.
so they just
Just need to make a perfect draw round.
So direkt, gut.
and freeze.
Weißt
Not
du, Rost, das schnell noch
freeze
zu weit.
too.
So
They
gut.
could freeze, but if they do freeze, then Canada can follow them. They've got room to
Ah,
follow
yeah, I see it.
to get the shot, whereas the Switzerland can just come round that top red there.
So
on
let's
the
say it
forefoot.
must, it needs a perfect stone from Hunter and Schnider.
Yeah.
Now we will see. The guy has it. The potential.
Also die T-Line ist perfekt.
Yeah, you hear him saying T-line's perfect. He wants to be top T so that Canada can't freeze him.
Mhm. You need strong nerves for stones like this, and also sometimes a little bit of luck.
Oh,
Länge gut.
Achtung!
So,
Zieh! Zieh!
are we going to
Zieh!
have the possibility of tying this game up, going to the extra end, going for the extra mile? Andrit Schnider is doing everything from his side.
Yep.
Nice.
Nice shot. It was a wee bit heavier than he intended, but they swept it well and got the best from the stone.
So gehört das so lang.
And actually,
Muss ich durchziehen.
to change my quote if it's wrong, but it's now the same situation like we could expect afterwards in the extra end. So, last stone for the team Canada.
So you can see there that Canada can't see any of that yellow stone.
Yeah.
So they have to decide, do they go for the dead draw
Yeah.
or do they go for just tapping it or nicking it? Because they've got second and third counters,
Yeah, let's do
so
it.
they could just nick it. So that's where it's the choice of. So he's taking a bit less ice, so it looks as though he's going to play a wee bit of running
That as he could, I
to
think.
tap.
He got as much out of that as he could. I think cactus takes away the chance of the back on the red.
So just playing a hack weight, try and nick the yellow. Doesn't need to move it too far.
It's a lot of ice.
You can see their top red's biting the 4 foot, so as long as they just nick the yellow out the 4 foot.
So be ready. Probably the last stone of the game
All then.
by James Grattan.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Canada
Whoa.
going for their first
Andy.
win here
Andy,
at the
up.
Curling Masters Champéry.
Yeah.
Here it comes now.
It looks okay. Yep. Oh!
So a steal. An extra end.
Yeah. Nice one. James Grattan. Yeah. A stone like he will play a lot of times. A stone you train like 100 times, and with 44 years you played a lot of times. Maybe more times than all 4 Swiss guys together. And it goes down to 6-all. Even when we're not in tennis, we go not to a tiebreak, but to a extra end. Curling Masters Champéry 2018. Canada against Switzerland. Grattan against Schnider. 6 ends played. 6-6. Tie result.
Oh, niet meer. Binnen hebben. Gleich ist gut.
So a great fight back from Switzerland. 6-1 down, back to 6-all in an extra end.
Yeah, I am already made the half of the celebration in this short break, because really, everybody who loves curling, who like curling, and who knows what curling actually means, must appreciate this effort and this attitude the team of Andre and Schnider showed us here today against a team Canada which was not perfectly set up.
So the good thing, difference here, Canada's put their first stone top of the tee instead of back tee like they did the last time.
Top 4.
So it's a better setup. The yellow stones are off the centre line, so they're not really centre guards.
And let's face it, dear Swiss and dear Schnider fans, the hammer belongs to Canada.
Maar een beetje tappen oder freeze.
And this is what we were talking about earlier on, is how the lead sets up the ends, and this is where it's crucial when it gets to this stage of the game.
You're
Your
coming
placement of
back, the
stones
momentum
is-
is on your side, you're motivated, and finally you realize that, our opponent not only have the maple leaf and the flag, they have the hammer on the scoreboard. But anyway, Anders Schnider and his team showed and proved that it's possible to steal stones from Canada today. We will not say something against James Grattan, but he's not without doubts today.
Goed zo.
Oh, never.
So just cleared off the top guard.
Yeah.
Voor die, oder?
Ja. So.
Ja.
Gut, 2.
Richtig
Yeah.
gut.
And
Nur Länge.
we had some discussions about favorite teams. And
Baby.
a lot of people here in
Baby,
Champéry also prefer the
Yeah,
team of
baby.
Peter de Cruz,
Tia.
which actually
Tia. Tia.
He's coming up next.
will playing on this rink. Ha, what a nice little destiny, huh? But he must maybe be a little bit patient more.
Yes, they're all waiting at the back of the rink, having warmed up, waiting to get going, but they'll have to wait till this extra end's finished. And then the ice prep done.
Yeah, then I think the team of Peter de Cruz can cross fingers and support their colleagues.
Just peeling the guards off. No mistakes here from Canada.
And just to complete this one, Peter de Cruz will play afterwards against Team Finland with Rantamäki. I like Finnish teams.
Do you?
Yeah.
You like all teams.
Huh? I like curling. Let's say like this.
Gut, 2. 2 bis 3.
Achtung. Stuhl.
2.
Stuhl. Geht keine viel.
2.
Geht keine viel. Geht keine viel, nicht mehr. Wow. Sit.
Sit. I want it to sit.
Gut so.
Gut so.
Yep. Pretty good there.
Yep, hard. All the way, T.
So Chris Jeffrey played pretty well in this game for Canada. Just peeling the top guard.
I would like to have your opinion of the game from Canada we saw this afternoon, this night, this evening. Where do you see the most difficult points that they ended now from a 6-1 to this extra end? Where do you see the
Yeah, I
biggest
think in the
problem?
first half of the game, Canada, dominated the Swiss boys. But then in the second half, Switzerland just kept plugging
That's
away,
right.
and Canada were starting to make more errors, and then Switzerland capitalised.
Was it
In the
also
field,
because
guy.
for me it was like I imagined or make it before that
Pepe.
it seemed like
Yeah.
Canada is 6-1 ahead. Yeah, let's try something out. Let's
Yeah.
do something a little bit different than other times, and not take it serious anymore.
No, I just don't think the shot play was as accurate in the second half as
Yeah.
it had been in the first. They've made more errors, and you can't afford to do that, I'm afraid.
Okay, good. You see, 3 stones in the first end.
Oh!
Shouting before he let the stone go.
Okay, so now we're down to skip stones. At what point does Switzerland come in?
Andrin Schnider against James Grattan.
Und der ist schon geil.
Aber was noch mit Nummer? Ich
Ja,
finde das super.
die sind immer eingestellt, nicht?
Ich glaube,
Da kann er immer schiessen.
Schau, der verschiebt es ein bisschen da rüber. Uns ist da. Willst du nochmal Guard? Ich will nicht Guard nochmal. Ich will nur so. Also so eigentlich. Aber nicht allzu schnell, nicht eine 10 oder so.
Ich habe das Gefühl, der leistet ab, der leistet eher, dass er immer draufschiessen kann.
Oh, this is one. This is not. Andrin had a clear
dann
idea of a
sind wir
stone. The reaction of his teammate
Ja,
was,
dann haben wir den 4.
no, this one you will miss and it will end like this.
Aber schaut mal schnell. Der
So
da.
okay, it's like a open direct feedback, not really constructive. But you know, you were with the positive thinking before. That was now interesting. When the skip has a clear
Und was,
first
wenn der
choice.
da einfach da rüber verschiebt und der da.
It's
Because
good though that
now
all
it's-
4 are in the head
Yeah.
discussing the
Yeah.
shot.
Nur ein bisschen
And now they had other options for the skip, and he don't like the options, and he's complaining again at the end, like, yeah, but what is when I don't do my first idea, but I do. So now they are on plan G already. Like Gabriel, I hope not. They will wait until plan R, like Rowan. Then
Ja, dann spielt er das
okay.
Anders schon auf den Ball.
Double. Mögen wir den rausdrücken?
So actual, a little update from the Swiss team.
Also,
A double.
Doppel. Sonst ist er an die Nase.
And when it doesn't work,
If
really,
it,
plan
if it
B
goes
is a
for the
nose.
double though,
Plan B is a nose.
the double's there for Canada. Whereas if he can remove this red and roll over, if he moves the red on the left hand side of your picture and rolls over and half checks the one on the right, it would be very difficult for Canada to move the yellows without jamming.
But it's
So
very difficult to do the stone, no? Also. No? Okay.
I don't think so. But what they've got to do is leave the hardest shot now for Canada.
Yeah,
It's very important. He's
Because-
thinking, what is he leaving here?
Because also you can say they will be under pressure.
Big weight. So he has taken the double, but he has left an easier double now for
yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
Whereas if he hadn't moved that second red and just half checked on top of it,
He has still blocker. Yeah.
so now Canada will probably be quite happy. James Grattan will be happier he's left with this shot.
Yeah, I think he comes around it, but I don't know.
Chris Jeffrey shows James Grattan. The way to clean or clear the house.
Whoa!
Silence again.
Yeah.
And has he got it? Yes, he
Yes,
has.
Yeah.
So Canada lie 2 on the wing.
That's true. That's true.
Can Switzerland draw around this one lonely guard and be behind cover? They need to be completely buried because if Canada split it out, they've got 2 other counters. So they've got a guard, so time to use it.
Good luck for this one.
And they only need to be, you know, the 2 red Canadian counters are just in the rings, so don't need to be
you
too
can't
far
forget
in to
them.
be shot, but it's more important to be buried completely behind the guard.
That's not very important.
Edge of the 4-foot buried behind the guard. Perfect.
On the
Ja, noch ein bisschen
20th
weniger.
of December,
Well, Nate.
he will turn 22.
Was meinen die? Gut.
So just having a chat with his team there, tightened up the ice a wee bit, taking a wee bit less.
They were on a training weekend, 14th and 15th of October, at home in St. Gallen. Then they take their way here up to the valleys to Champéry to show the world that they are ready for the elite. They will take the competition. Now they must deliver.
Now they're past the guard.
Yes,
Is it going to bury?
I think yes.
Come
on, it
great
must be.
attempt. Great attempt.
Good risk, Jungs.
Nice one.
And that's where we go back to the very start of this end when I said about the lead setting up the end. That's the lead's guard there that's at the front. If he had put that on the centre line, that would have been him drawing there round the centre guard. So it now leaves Canada the whole 4 foot to draw to.
Yeah, because now for them it's like, like we were telling from the beginning, since we are talking about the extra end, the hammer is for Canada. Canada has the last stone, and now just put it in the middle, in the center.
That's
On the
Skip's
bottom.
dream shot. Just draw the 4 foot.
Dream shot, really?
Huh?
From 10 times, how many
Just draw
times
the
you?
10 times out of 10. That's a bread and butter Skip shot. And draw the 4 foot.
So, James Grattan in the brilliant condition of today.
A little wider.
Will he deliver or not?
A little wider.
Saying it's wider line, but the sweepers seem
Not-
happy with
not
the
really
weight.
much, though.
As long as it's touching the 4 foot, that's good
both.
enough.
Yeah.
Sweepers seem quite happy.
Yes,
Standing back now,
yeah.
though. Is it too heavy?
It's too heavy, maybe.
No, it's going to dig in.
Aw.
There we
Congrats. Team Canada, James Grattan and his teammates were dominating from the beginning, taking it to a 6-1 lead. Then we had a really, I would say, a brilliant comeback of Team Switzerland, of the team from Andrin Schnider, the young team, not the junior team. Absolutely not. I tell you, these 4 Swiss guys, they will make their long-term plans and they will deliver, and we will hear about them. Andrin Schnider, Oliver Wittmer, Nicola Stoll and Fabian Smith, because they were able to make 5 stones in the last 3 ends, and going from a 1-6 to 6 both into the extra end, and with this extra effort they achieved a lot of empathy here in Champéry. Champéry, where is the host of all years Curling Masters Champéry, once a year. Best players are up here in the wonderful valleys. Of course, until now the sun went down, days off, but still it was a beautiful day.